There is a simple formula that can instantly shine a light on every area of your life. Your abundance, how much money comes in, how much you are able to spend, your relationships, how much beautiful, nourishing relationships you have around you, the joy in your life, the happiness in your life, all of it. And when you apply this formula, it can create abundance without limits. Now, if this formula exists, wouldn't you love to know this? And wouldn't you, if you know this, wouldn't you love to start using it from today on forward? This is why I'm making this video. But the strange thing is, it is so simple that we might overlook it. And even when I would share it with you now, you might be like, nah, is it that easy? But I really invite you, when watching this video, to try this out for yourself. And I'm gonna make it as practical as I can. The beautiful thing is this came true in one of the final VIP Q&As we did of August of Abundance. And our community member, Ellen, shared such a beautiful question. She asked such a beautiful question. This was the question. What is the most important question we haven't asked yet? And can you share the answer in the most tactical and practical way possible? I was then connected with the Akashic records of abundance and overflow. And what came through from her question, the channel that came out of that, was so profound. And it includes this very simple formula. So before I want to make it practical for you, first I just want to share the channel with you directly right now. So enjoy. And after that, let's bring it down to earth and make it practical so you can immediately start using it in your life. We are adoring your question and thank you for asking this for each one of us. What we are seeing is we talked about a lot. We talked about the power of your own inner human system and its capabilities. We talked about the different energy centers. We talked about many different forms of abundance and how to unblock yourself. But there is one thing that can be asked right now that will be of great benefit to each and every one who is listening and tuning in. And that is, what is the most simple formula for abundance? So that every time I put in my own activity into this form, there is no other choice for abundance to come out. Would you all love to receive a very simple formula for abundance? Because it is not that hard to get yourself on this path of abundance. And it is quite simple, and that's why some people make it look so easy. Because once you understand how easy it really is, you will be laughing at your older self of, oh wow, how did I see life so complex and so difficult? Well, actually, it has been clear as daylight all along. So let us give a little bit of context and then move into this formula. Abundance, like we have already discussed, can only sustain itself in a state of overflow. Another topic that we have discussed is that abundance starts happening when the own system is, metaphorically speaking, unblocked and starts to flow harmoniously with life. Now, if we dissect these things a little bit together, it becomes very easy to see how everyone can create abundance. First of all, overflow is the answer to the question, what in my life has been overflowing? What in my life has been overflowing? And it doesn't always have to be good things. It can be bad luck, it can be drama, it can be all kinds of interesting things. It can be animals, it can be nature, it can be food, it can be spiritual practices, it can be wisdom, it can be... Every human is unique in what they naturally receive as overflow. Focus on that. Do not focus on what is not in overflow. That's not part of this formula. Focus on what is in overflow. It's really good to know what is in overflow in each one of your life. So that's the first part of this formula. Your overflow, your unique overflow that has always been flowing greatly in this life. And let us give us an example. Let's say somebody is overflown in drama and has a lot of drama constantly happening in their life, and they have a great voice. So their voice energy center is in overflow, and it's easy for them to make their speech and their voice loud. It's easy for them to speak. It's easy for them to articulate. Now, even though drama is not something that you would love in your life, at least not when you're on a path of harmony and peace, but such a person that notices drama is in overflow might use that drama to make comedic sketches of his life and share that with his voice. And by making his life drama a comedy in front of others, he might become very successful in doing so, and so have many comedians become successful. They were able to transfer their own life drama situations into humor and then share that. And because they started sharing that, all of the other levels of abundance fell into place. So, part one of this formula, overflow, means stop focusing on everything that is lacking. Start focusing on everything that is in overflow in your life, not in any other's life. Beautiful. And then now the next part of the equation is to find a way where you would love to engage and interact with life. It's finding this sweet spot, so to say, where you are feeling good inside of yourself and you feel good interacting with external reality. It's basically where the goodness of internal reality and the goodness of external reality come together. We would love to express this as find your ideal way of interacting with life. Because some love groups and some love one-on-one conversations and some love nature walks and some love extreme sports and some love cameras, and some love glamour. Some absolutely don't love glamour, but they love to take a hike on a mountain. Whatever your ideal way of interacting with life is, go for it and put these two together and you have the most simple formula of abundance. Not just abundance in the areas you already abundant in, Abundance in every area of your life will be generated by looking at what is in overflow in your life. You can call that O. And then times what is your ideal interaction with life. You can call that I, equals abundance. And this is as simple as we can explain it to you. So what does that mean? Let's get a couple of examples. What is an overflow in one's life? Let's take this channel. He has already been practicing Akashic Record wisdom for more than 5 years. His channels are open. He can channel all day long if he wants to. So Akashic Records is in channel. He loves gadgets. He loves technology. So technology and gadgets that are able to create such an experience are in abundance. He loves the sun. So he is close to the sun. He loves great friends. He loves building connections. He loves being as authentic as he can be. All things that he loves and are personal intentions and are in overflow. By him just only focusing on these two things, on the overflow, but then also on the interaction. How does he love to interact? Even though he has amazing one-on-ones, he loves to do group work like this more. Online is great. In real life is even better. And so, him being extroverted in nature is not only thriving in groups, but he is charging up while he is part of a group, especially when the group is so beautiful as this one. So what this channel needs to do is to constantly share what is in overflow into groups that are willing to grow with him and learn with him from the wisdom he receives. If he just keeps on doing that for a couple more years, he has all of the abundance he could ever wish for. No doubt about that. Now you can take any other person and see and analyze what he is doing. Every person that has been successful and has been enjoying abundance in every area of their life is applying, knowingly or unknowingly, the simple formula of O times I equals abundance. We hope you like this, even though math might not be everyone's cup of tea. It is sure being able to express a whole lot in only a couple of letters. Wow. So that was a channel that came through and I absolutely loved it. So I would already love to let me know, how was this? Tell me in the comments how this was. I want to make it even more practical. So I really recommend for you to get a piece of paper, a notebook, maybe some pens like this, where we can write a little bit to make it even more practical. So you really, after the end of this video, you will have everything you need to tap into your abundance using this very simple formula. I made a little presentation. Let's just dive in and get your pens, get your notebook ready, because if you really want to make the most out of this, this is going to be such a good exercise. And I'm going to do it with you as well. So here we go. The abundance formula. Like we just heard, it's O times I. And it's not input output. Sometimes I think about I/O, input output, my computer science brain goes, but no, it's not input output. The O was standing for overflow, right? So Let's first dive into that. Let's first dive into overflow. Overflow does not mean what do you want to have in overflow right now. It's rather what do you already have in overflow right now? What is already in overflow in your life? Like maybe I want money, but I have something else in overflow that I can give. But because I'm so focused on the lack, I don't see what I have that actually can create the thing that I would love, right? Maybe I want relationships, but I actually have a really beautiful something else. And first, if we focus on that something else, that relationship might come as an after effect of you doing that something else. So let's dive into this. Here are a couple of sub questions. What has always come easy to you? That's part of your overflow. What has always flowed easy? What do you have an inexhaustible interest in? For me, that's, for example, personal development, spiritual knowledge, music, things like that. I can keep on learning on these subjects. But if you ask me to learn about taxes, no, that's not. I don't have an inexhaustible interest in taxes. Not even computer science, which was my formal education. That's not what I have an inexhaustible interest in. While my students, my fellow students, they were definitely part of that. And they were constantly looking forward to the new updates and the new algorithms. And I just was like, I want to meditate. I don't want to do this. you know? It's really good to think about this. Another question is, what skills have you learned or mastered? For example, social skills was something that I didn't have an abundance of, but with my computer science crew, we started practicing that every day. We went literally to the city every day to practice our social skills. So I became very social, but I was not very social. But that is a skill that I have mastered. When every person looks at me now or is with me now, they call me a social butterfly. And I just sometimes think like, oh my God, you should have seen me 10 years ago. You would not give me that title. But that's something that I mastered. It's so natural right now for me. I can tap into it whenever I want to. I don't need alcohol. I can just go. I can socialize. I can connect with people very easily because I've practiced it so much. You might have something like that too. What is abundant in your current environment? Right? In the Netherlands where I lived, rain was in abundance. Now I live in Spain and sun is in abundance. Currently, tourists are in abundance. Nice restaurants are in abundance. The sea, I live close to the sea. The sea is in abundance. So think about your current environment. What is flowing through your current environment? It might be peace. You might live in the middle of nowhere. You might be nature and peace, right? What is currently in your environment that is an overflow? It's a good one because you might be able to tap into that. Those are the questions that I have prepared for you to reflect on a little bit. So just flow. You can stop this video, set a timer for 5 minutes, and just write down what comes up naturally on these questions. You can do it in a list. You can do it all over the place. Just go and be creative. For 5 minutes, just write down everything that comes up, because then you will see actually how much is in overflow. So if you want to get the most out of this video and really live in abundance and use this formula in your advantage, stop the video right now, make this, and then 5 minutes later, come back and we will continue. Let's continue. So we just thought about overflow. Now I want to share a little bit of my overflow. I already talked a little bit about it when I was presenting the questions, but this came up when I did this exercise. Sun, great relationships, meditation, I meditate every day. Love, peace of mind, motivation, great friendships, God, because I'm opening to that every day, even though I grew up as an atheist, I feel it. It's just a feeling. and it's a beautiful presence. Tourists, right? Like I said, I'm living in a very touristic place all year round. There's tourists flowing. I might be collaborating with Airbnb and do something on Airbnb because there's just so many tourists flowing, right? Travel, music has always been in my life. Social skills is one thing that I learned. Health, I'm very blessed that I have always been very healthy. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's keep that going. Great cooks. I've always been surrounded by great cooks, which is amazing. Like my mother was an amazing cook. There are amazing restaurants here. My current partner is an amazing cook. I always somehow have amazing cooks around me. And that came up. Wisdom. I'm overflowing with wisdom, not only spiritual guidance, but also just wisdom from others. Books, YouTube. Like if you see my YouTube feed, it's full with wisdom. So that's an overflow. Technology. I have many gadgets. I have many gear. I have different microphones. I have different cameras. I have just different things all around me. I love technology and it's an overflow. Fresh fruits. Definitely an overflow. We always have fresh fruits, and especially here in Spain, the fruits are amazing. So always surrounded by fruits. Luckily, always surrounded by a great internet connection. Um, I have a very abstract mind. You might not have thought about your imagination or your mind. Maybe you did. Mine is very abstract. So I have this abstraction. I can like a very complex thing in front of me, and I can just abstract and see like, oh, it just works like this very simple thing. Eagerness to learn. I always want to learn. A warm, deep voice. I am blessed with this voice. Didn't I did choose it, but from the human perspective, I didn't choose it. From the soul perspective, I know I chose it. Great sound systems. Since I'm a baby, I'm surrounded by great sound systems because my dad really loved good music. And since then, I'm always traveling with a speaker. I have great speakers. I always have great sound around me. Flow state, I flow a lot during the day. My creative flow is like go, 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 go. I love to flow. I love to dance. I love to be in the flow state. Very easy for me, luckily. C is currently around me. Spiritual courses, music performances, retreat spaces. I'm surrounded by the most beautiful retreat spaces. And uh, okay, let me continue. I want to go into a rant right there. Let me finish it. Spiritual courses and also plant medicine. I can go whenever, wherever. I really can go in every country. And people just randomly start offering me plant medicine. Like in many different forms, in the form of cacao, in the form of marijuana, in the form of mushrooms, like in all the time. Like I can just go somewhere and it randomly attracts to me. I'm not doing it at the moment, but I had a great journeys in the past. So I don't know if I should say that on YouTube, but let's go. Let's go. Let's be transparent. Okay. What I want to say is when I have this list, but I'm only using such a small percentage of what is in overflow of what I right now have here. And if I go 5 minutes more, I will probably have more things. For example, retreat spaces, like I just said, or music, like I only do for friends that ask me to play on their birthday or to DJ on their birthday. I do that, but I have many years of DJ experience. I can literally, I can DJ many people out of the park because it has been such a passion of mine. But I'm not doing anything with it. Retreat spaces. I'm going to actually, and this is not announced yet and not organized yet, but I'm going to organize a retreat for all my community members, especially the founding members, the first 55 founding members. I'm gonna organize a retreat later this year. If you want to join, go to the Sacred Alignment Academy, links down below. But I don't want to promote that. I just want to say that's something I never tapped into, even though I'm surrounded with retreat spaces up until right now. But like spiritual guidance is something I do, right? Like I'm sharing my abundance of spiritual guidance here and in my one-on-one coaching and in my community. Tourists, I don't know, I do nothing with the tourists, but I can create beautiful spiritual and mindful experiences and walks and hikes for tourists. So immediately this list gives me a lot of things like, oh wow, there's so many tools and things that I can tap into that can create abundance for me just by listing the overview. So that's just, this is me. Maybe it gives you even more ideas of how to think about this. Let's go to the next part of this equation because we're not done yet. Overflow is just one of the parts. The other one was I. Now, what did I stand for? I stand for interaction with the world. I wrote down here ideal interaction with the world because, yes, you can interact with the world like, you know, like driving a car. Some people love driving a car, some people hate driving a car. Like flying on a plane. Some people love flying, some people hate flying. Uh, like social events with thousands of people. Some people love social events with thousands of people. Some people don't want to be anywhere close, you know? So it's about your ideal interaction with the world. And this, I also got some sub questions on for the next part. I also would love to reflect on this. So, what is your ideal interaction with the world? How do you love to interact with real life? Like, do you like to go to nature? Do you like to be inside? Do you like to go to restaurants? Do you like to speak one-on-one with people? Do you like to go to groups? Do you like to go to dances? Do you like to go to clubs? Do you like to go to retreats? Like, what is your ideal way of interacting with life? Also, your ideal way of transportation, maybe your ideal way of having a good time with each other. Like, what is that? How would you love to interact online? You know, some people love social media, some people don't like it. Like I'm someone that doesn't like it. I did like it, and then I did a detox, and I never went fully back. But YouTube is something that I like. That's why I'm way more active on YouTube than any other platform. And sometimes there's this voice in me saying like, yeah, maybe I should go to TikTok because it's so viral, and maybe I should go to this. But in truth, and I think everyone should be in their truth, I only like YouTube and a little bit of now. I don't like LinkedIn, but I feel I can be a powerful voice in LinkedIn. So I literally started 2 weeks ago on LinkedIn, just posting random blurbs of what I thought because I feel it's so fake and I want to make it more real. But that's another story. Like I am not active on the platforms that don't resonate with me. I like Zoom. I like connecting with Zoom. So I use Zoom. I like YouTube. Like that's my only consumption is YouTube. So I'm on YouTube. I'm also part of this YouTube platform and I'm contributing to YouTube. Yours can be completely different, but it's so good to reflect on this. Are you introverted, extroverted, or a bit of both? Now, I thought I was introverted because I was shy, but then I started socially interacting and I discovered in myself that I was introverted because of fear, but actually I'm a natural extrovert. I charge myself when I'm in a group of people that are celebrating. Like, and a festival, oof, I have unlimited energy. But some people, like I said, it's about your unique thing, you know? I need to know what my unique thing is, and you need to know what your unique thing is. If you're introverted, let's honor that. Let's make sure your life is designed like that. And then another question is, what are moments where you are completely in your element? I really like this question because there all have been moments where you truly start shining or even channeling, right? You don't even like sometimes you're even so much in the flow that you don't even know what you said, but people are like, whoa, or very funny, or you know, and maybe you're completely in your element. Like there's so many ways you can be completely in your element. Maybe when you listen to music, like I am more in my element when there's music on because I really love to flow and to dance. And even when I'm cleaning, I love to clean on the beat. When I'm programming, I love to program on the beat. When I'm video editing or made this presentation, I was on the beat. I'm constantly I'm always in the flow. So I am more in my element with music. Some of you are not like that. Some of you like silence way more. And there are many ways you can be in your element, one-on-one or alone or with a group or with a great group, on stage or not on stage, in nature or not on nature, inside or outside. What for you feels like you are in your element? How important are these questions, by the way? Like, how beautiful is it to focus on this? I love this. I love to focus on this. I love to be present with what we're currently reflecting on. So give yourself another 5 minutes. Pause the video and write about your ideal interaction with the world. Okay. Now you have a list and a collection of things that are overflowing in your life, and you have a list of your ideal interaction with the world. What if your only focus is this? Use what is in overflow in your life and start blending that with how you would love to interact with life. Like for me, it's, for example, like I said, spiritual guidance. I love spiritual guidance. I love personal development. There are a lot of tourists coming through the city. What if I start to organize hikes here in Malaga on Airbnb experiences, and people can just sign up for a hike, and I, guide them through one of the different beautiful mountains that are around here, and I do spiritual exercises with them. Boom, that can be another source of abundance in my life. I get a lot of connections. I get probably some contribution for me doing these hikes. And it can be beautiful. There are many retreat spaces. I also really love to be in retreat spaces. It's also one of my ideal interaction in life. So how can I use that with the things that I have? Maybe with music, maybe with spiritual guidance, maybe with the connections, because great relationships are also very much in abundance in my life. All the time, wherever I am, I develop amazing friends and amazing relationships. So I can use that, and I can, with a group of friends, create a retreat that can be super transformational. Boom, another source of abundance in my life. Do you see how simple but how powerful this formula is? So let's just blend. And maybe if you want to really close this exercise, and if you have been reflecting with me so far, congratulations, I value you. Thank you for immediately putting wisdom into action. That's truly the key. It's the name of the game. So let's give yourself another 5 minutes where you just find combinations of everything that is an overflow and how you want to ideally interact with life. Just go and interact, go and make combinations, make as much combinations as you can. And I'm very sure that you will have a couple of really great, unique ideas that are completely you, that you can start today to create an extra source of abundance, not only in your life, but also in all of the lives how you interact with that. Like every life that touches that creation might also receive a new level of abundance. So, thank you for watching. Thank you for reflecting with me. This answer was so powerful for me, and yes, I'm going to also implement this because I'm not an expert on this. This information just comes through me, and I'm as much a student as anyone else. So I'm going to do this with you. And if you really want to do this with me, like, in live meetings and in a beautiful community that is all here to grow, Sacred Alignment Academy is the place to be. There's a link down in the description. I would love to have you. And if you are not ready yet to commit, this YouTube channel will continue to share my insights and my spiritual guidance and my knowledge and a lot more abundance that is coming through. I'm ready to serve on a whole new level, and yeah, I feel so good. So thank you for watching this all the way to the end. Have a great day, full of abundance, full of love, full of flow, and see you in the next one.